a lot of people knew he was going to be tough. That's why people were excited for this fight. It was a step-up fight for me, and I'm glad he, gave me some tough rounds because that's what makes a fighter better, and I can go back and learn from this and move into bigger and better fights.
What did you feel from this opponent? What was
he was tough, he kept coming. He took my best punches and kept coming. Other than, he didn't fold. I hit him with some body shots that definitely hurt him, but he kept coming because he's a warrior too. So when I hit him with those body shots, when he wanted to go down, he stayed up and kept pushing and kept those arms swinging. So that was the difference.
Did he hurt you?
He never hurt me, but I did, his nonstop pressure and punches did fatigue me a little bit, but I was never hurt. And that's why I told everybody, I was reassuring everybody in my corner, I'm not hurt, I'm good, you know what I mean? It's just a tough fight.
Hey, Joe, you've been busy. Talk to us about how that activities help you get better.
It's kind of like trial by fire. I'm 19 years old, so experience is what's going to make me as a fighter. That's why you got to stay busy. You got to experience different types of fighters. You got to experience fights like this, tough fights where you go into the trenches. And that's what's going to make me. This is where I'm learning. I'm learning on the job.
You still got 2 more fights before the end of the year?
Yeah. I'm going to fight in September and then probably before the end of the year as well, after that.
At what point in the fight did you feel like those body shots were doing the damage that you intended them to do?
Probably in the 5th round, I really started to see him, I hurt him with one in particular, and then I followed up with it. And from that point on, he wasn't the same. That's why I was able to close out the show strong, from the body work that I was doing. He had some good body work as well too.
Yeah.
And I think we were going to war on the inside, and it was a battle of body shots and coming back up to the head and who could land the better body shots. And I think that that's the spirit in me. I want to fight on the inside. I want to fight, toe to toe. We were talking in there. It was a really competitive natured fight. There's been a lot of things going into this fight. I think the biggest thing I'm going to learn going into other fights, I've got boxing ability, that I showed in the first couple rounds that, when I start sitting in, I'm really wasting my boxing ability. I need to stay on the outside, keep the jab pumping, and just outbox these guys instead of going into a phone booth toe-to-toe fight. But that's just how I like to fight. I told the fans that before the fight, and I doubt that's my last ever fight like that too.
Probably the most entertaining fight tonight.
And that's what I love to hear, We knew he was going to be tough. That's why my management put me in there with that type of fighter, because you got to learn off these type of fighters and these type of fights. So to hear, people, I've had a lot of people tell me that was the best fight of the night. I love that. I love that. I've been seeing that all over, social media and things like that. That was the fight of the night and one of the candidates for fight of the year. We really brought a good show.
So when we get back in the gym, or how long is the layoff?
Probably a week. I'll be back in the gym. I'll be back in the gym, training, working on my craft. Taking it all in and getting ready for September.
What's those conversations like in your head when you're like, I know I have the amateur pedigree to box on the outside, but god damn it, I got to fight this guy on the inside and try and win this fight?
It's so, everything is mental in this game, so, I'm like, use your jab, stay on the outside, but then I'm like, I'm going to knock this dude out right now. And he can't handle my punches. And it's just, it's a back and forth thing in your head. You got the evil devil and an angel on your shoulder telling you to do different things. But at the end of the day, I'm just working on listening to the right one fight at a time.
What have you learned from this fight, Joey, that you can do in your next fight to, just make some improvements and advance your style, just get better as an overall fighter?
I'm going to get better as an overall fighter. I think I'm a better fighter than I was my last fight. I fought a better fighter than I fought my last fight, and I think I improved. I'm in better condition than in my last fight, or else I wouldn't have been able to finish the fight as strong as I did, and get those last couple rounds. I'm going to watch film. I'm going to figure out what those things are, but at the end of the day, like I said, I'm 19, and I will be at the very, very top one day. And this is all the process and the journey to get there.
What didn't you like about this fight?
I'd have to watch it to know. Obviously, you always want a dominant performance. You always want a dominant performance, where I don't want to be in fight of the year type of fights always, fight of the night type of fights, because that means that you didn't dominate, and we're perfectionists, But obviously, I always want to be exciting, but in a, more one-sided way. And but credit to him, because he came and he brought the best out of me. I think it's hard to know with a type of fighter like that how hard he's going to actually come, and how many shots he's going to be willing to take.